Is this the Haavard now?
Okay, it's gonna be a short one.
How are you holding up?
I mean, I finished I finished all my beverages, and I mean, when you are feeling a bit under the weather and you got this woolly sensation like in your head, and your neck kind of cramps up, and your headache is like slightly there, you feel like you're kind of tipsy already. You're not all there, and that's where I am. Yeah.
I mean, you sound a lot better than you look. I must say.
That's
You
yeah,
are a
that's
bit
good.
pale.
Yeah.
Pale and
Well,
clammy.
I mean, that's one of my party tricks. I've been phoning it in for years, and all the practice pays off. I went into LinkedIn today to see if you answered on the message I sent you several weeks ago, but no reply. So
Sorry, no, I'm not in on LinkedIn that often.
no, I was like, I think it's once every fortnight I just logs on, just out of pure boredom, and then at some point it's like, should I just delete the account? But then again, I saw you posting like, I made a video about this, and then I thought, should I just go all YouTube? I'm making everything anyway. Should I just post it to LinkedIn? I need to figure out that LinkedIn is very bad in the way that if you comment on any post and they search for you, they get like a hit for every post you have interacted with, which is like, leave me alone. But if that goes away the instant that you delete your account, then it would be fine to just go all in on the YouTube stuff, just to fuck with everybody and like be the total presence on LinkedIn. Because at least one colleague have now subscribed on Instagram, and he's found my YouTube channel, and he asked me if it's okay to just drop some hints in some of his meetings, because he thinks it's hilarious. And I said, well, I'm not hiding anything, and I'm publicizing whatever I do in my workshop online, so it's not like it's a secret. So go ahead. So yeah, people have started to realize that he's not only weird at work; he's a bloody nutcase at home as well.
It is actually rather weird, I realized, because I don't care about LinkedIn. I mean, my profile picture is me inside a washing machine.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how much I care about it. But it is a bit weird going into work, and I mean, and not just work, but meetings with the client and that sort of thing, and in the client office, and I meet an old colleague from way back. Oh, I saw your YouTube channel. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you need to have something to do on your free time, I guess, is what I say in response, because I mean, they never have anything specific to say, reference a specific video or something like that. You just say, oh, I saw your YouTube channel, period. And I don't know how to respond to that. Oh, was that good? Was that bad?
You've got a YouTube. Yes, yeah. I've got a YouTube.
I got the YouTube. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
So I wish I got something else to work with when people mention it, because I don't really know why they mention it. Otherwise, feels
small talk, chit chat, icebreaker.
Yeah, I am always been bad at that.
Yeah. I was bemoaning the other day that I've never got enough time, and I looked at the screen time app on my phone, and shamefully,
you found some time.
I found some time. Last Saturday, I found 5 hours and 9 minutes that I'd pissed away looking at the rectangle.
Yeah.
When I could have been doing something else.
Yeah. You don't find time, you make time.
Yeah, exactly. So I now have no social media on my phone at all.
Ooh.
Deleted it all. And my screen time today, 40 minutes.
I mean, that's still rather impressive, actually.
Let me
With no
see
social
Google
media.
Calendar and the calculator.
Well, yes, I mean, yeah, I've still got email on there, and I've still got an RSS feed reader on there, but like news articles and stuff I'm
you
interested in.
set up an RSS feed for all your socials.
You see, you've seen right through me.
But could you turn that into one of those like the string prompters or what the thin paper printer
Ticker tape.
Yeah. Behind the mistakes is commented on your post. Fat Hog Woodworking has liked one of your posts. That would be amazing.
I mean, to get the YouTube comments on ticker tape, that would be rather nice in the workshop, actually.
That would be a fun thing, wouldn't it? If you're just in the middle of recording something and then just this machine just starts cranking up in the background. Oh, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Got a comment coming in.
Telegraphy and ticker tape. And of course, I want the one with the glass dome, obviously, but like, what is a ticker tape? I mean, it just takes a signal and it turns it into something that it hammers in. So you just need a dot matrix printer for very narrow. The best thing would just have a sound module to make the sound, and then you have like a label printer just spewing out the paper. So it's an Arduino controlling it, which means I can buy the glass dome at IKEA, and then I outsource everything to Mellow Labs, and in 3 weeks I might have a.
Good thinking.
Yeah, exactly. And I call it a collaboration to mask that someone else is doing all the work.
Well, no, it's you're a conceptual artist. Yeah, you have the idea, and then you have people to actually make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all your idea, so you get all the glory. Oh, you're such a genius. Yeah.
Glory. All right.
Might as well take it.
Yeah. Speaking of making time, this is I'm at getting to the end of my first month, only working 85%.
Oh yeah.
Got my first paycheck. That's reduced by 15%, and it wasn't as bad as I feared. So yeah, I think this could be the way forward.
I did look into that because when I started at the company when I'm working now, start pay I had and the pay that I have now have a difference of 20%. So that is basically, if I look at the first paycheck I got while I started there, that is the amount I would go back to if I just went down to 80%. Yeah. And then I just assumed if that is the main amount, then that's the taxes I would pay, because I'm guessing they haven't changed that much in those few years. So then I just calculated what would be the real difference, because you're also in a different tax bracket. And it's an interesting move, but what I did not calculate is the long term, because you are putting less into your pension fund for the governmental pension fund. So there will be some less in the end. But I mean, how much money do you need when you're at an old people's home and you have your catheter hanging strapped to your leg? And yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, we're all YouTube millionaires, so it's no problem.
Exactly. So, yeah.
Yeah, at that point, they've already sold everything you owned and your property to pay for your care. So, yeah, if you earn 20% less, it doesn't really matter. They're going to take absolutely everything from you regardless.
Ooh. No.
Ooh.
Tickertape.com is taken. I mean, that was my ticket to financial freedom now. But yeah. I mean, the patents has all gone out, so it's very easy to get back into it and you make yeah.
That's kind of annoying, because I had an Arduino at work. Someone gave me a second hand, like what would you call it, like starter kit. So it had an Arduino board and a breadboard and a whole load of odds and ends, like a load of
Yeah,
resistors,
switch in the
transistors,
light bulb, and
all that sort of that, and rheostats and with a little dot matrix display.
Yeah.
And this thing sat in my drawer because they had it, and I think they tried like the first exercise in the book and thought, yeah, that's fun, but I don't care. They gave it to me, and it sat in my drawer for about 5 years. And then I gave it away. I kind of wish I hadn't now. But well.
But they're always upgrading, so the latest one is probably better than the old one. But I mean, you need actually a project that you want to build with something like that.
That was the thing.
To actually spark the interest of learning and trying and doing.
Yeah. Because I thought this is great, and I know it's very clever, and I know you can use it for a whole host of things, but what do I need it for?
Yeah.
I don't know. And I just couldn't think. And one day I was just clearing out my office drawer of all the associated tat that you get in your office drawer. And I found this at the back of it and thought, I'm just going to give this away to someone who cares.
I just found the biggest flaw there. I mean, where you did wrong is that you implemented need. That has nothing to do in that equation. So that's where you went wrong.
Okay.
What do I need this for? That is never. That should be in your rule book. Like, never ask yourself, what do I need this for? What do I want it for?
Just have it.
Yeah, just have it. That's
just have it. It's mine.
Yeah. I mean, if you
what does it do? No idea, but it's mine.
If you heard it, then you heard it here first. So if don't go and try to Nike it on something else and become billionaires, because that's ours.
Copyright.
Yeah.
Speaking of wants and tools and that sort of thing, did you see that Ross got a CNC? The fat hog?
I saw that, and I'm thinking now he's struggling finding place for that and his laser. So I'm thinking, well, if I know a man with a van that can help him out there. So yeah.
Yeah, I thought you would feel rather left behind.
I mean, I like Ross. He's a decent guy, but he kind of like he's ticking all the boxes of like. I mean, every YouTuber need an arch nemesis, and I mean, whatever I want, he just I got this. God damn it! So
that's, I mean, a good YouTube rivalry that could spark some interest.
Instead of the Secret Santa, it's the YouTube Nemesis program. You get assigned an arch nemesis, and then now
and then what? What is step 2 before profit?
I need to on this one. I need to think before I speak. So we'll come back to it in the next episode.
I like it conceptually, I must say. But how do you?
I don't know. No, I have a sort of not anymore, because our paths seem to have sort of split off our tracks. But for a while, there was a fellow British YouTuber who was basically every time I decided to do a project and started a project, he would put out a video of more or less exactly the same thing about 2 weeks before me. And it's like, how do you know these things?
But are you reading your notebooks?
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do that once I get large enough that I can have YouTube staff, because then I'm going to have one guy. Your only job is to follow the people that I follow, their Instagram and their TikToks, because people always post reels about what they're doing, and we just have to be faster. That's our goal. Nothing new. We're not thinkers here. We're doers and fast doers. So if someone is building a tape dispenser, we'll launch it 2 days prior.
Yeah, and not just follow their TikTok and their reels. No, follow them. Like, actually go to their house and follow them.
Look through the trash.
I'm so glad that I already know one that has started accumulating lenses and so on. So yeah. So you can hide in. You already like to go in the bushes and take photos, so you just this is just the next logical step for you, isn't it?
I like wandering around woodlands, taking landscapes, not hanging out in bushes.
But it's the same thing.
In the UK,
Doing-
it's not the same thing. I mean,
Yeah.
Doing,
You accidentally
surveillance.
stroll into some makers, random makers.
Just
A
happen
lot
to
then.
bump into stuff. I fancy seeing you here.
I mean, you do have more makers in your close-ish vicinity than me and Haavard has. So
No,
yeah.
the very long lens and the parabolic microphone and infrared recording equipment. I'm sure the local constabulary will fully understand that I'm working for Norway, if you know what I mean. Oh, part of the resistance, comrade.
it could be nice to doing, maker biopics without them knowing. Imagine you're surprised if you get like, here is Phil goes and sees behind the mistakes. Has he?
Yeah.
And all hidden microphones and
Exactly. Expose. Shock documentary.
And of course, in letter cut out of a newspaper. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It's so long ago, so I'm not sure if I did that to someone or not. Just sending a letter to a friend, but just cutting letters. But I have a vague. I know I had the idea, but I also have a vague remembrance of cutting letters. But I'm still not sure. So if any of my friends or family is listening, did you at some point receive a lovely ransom note style letter? Please let me know.
Yeah.
it
It's when you get
surprise
one
me.
back. Thank you for your letter.
Yeah.
I mean, that is rather fun to communicate by cut of papers.
Oh, I'm so lost into a lot of these fancy ticker tapes are in a museum, which usually means they're not for sale at a reasonable price. I found a YouTube video, but he's just like standing next to it and look at it, like have nice cogs and yes, zoom in, tell me how they work, so I can, or at least zoom in so I can see it. I need to. Does it punch all the letters? How does it do it, or is it just numbers? And yeah, don't tell me I need to actually read.
If it's in a museum, it's not for sale, but you could acquire it another way.
Yeah, you just need a cherry picker and a van.
Yeah. I'm just going to go and do a ticker tape heist.
I mean, you can say what you want about German companies and their lack of humor, but the company who made the cherry picker they used for the heist in the lure, they made ads. I think I told this earlier, where like they just took a picture of the cherry picker outside the Louvre, and then underneath it just, if you need things done fast, and then the company name and phone number. That's brilliant.
It
So
looks like you can buy antique ticker tape machines on eBay, but they cost a bit.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the actual technology of it. Apparently, they used Morse code originally.
Yeah.
But then moved to alphanumeric later on.
Ticker tape machine. All right, £300 for an antique one without the glass dome. Replica. I don't want a replica. But there's a replica. That looks like the proper one. The question is, does it work? It seems like the cogs are casted poorly, so no, this one is no. It's a tape dispenser. God damn it! It's a kind of nifty idea though, but it's not what I'm looking for.
You got the tape dispenser already.
But I need to. I see there is a lot of interesting things on eBay, and I need to have a chat with Rasmus Loen because he has a van and he roams the countryside to pick up heavy steel things. And I found on ebay.co.uk, it's the best place to find old stationary steam engines, and I'm looking for one that's like not too large, but at least like a 2-4 horsepower size, so you could put it in a canoe or something, and you make a boiler, and you could actually make it go. And those weigh like almost 100 kilos, but you can get them at a decent price. But they don't ship them usually to Norway, so you have to drive over to get them. So I just have to find a lot of anvils.
To entice him
to
to
convince
go.
him to, because I know that he's looking, because he has asked people in the UK with vans, like, could you go there and pick up this and store it until I can arrange for it to be picked up and transited. So he's not alien to the idea of just two blokes getting in a car and picking up metal.
Looks a bit dodgy.
So maybe we should have him on as a guest so we can discuss the details. That would be
Have him on as a guest, discuss the details, and then that's legally binding then because it's been recorded.
Exactly.
You've got to do it now.
I never said, oh, yes, you did. At 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Because I have the power of edit, so I can make you say whatever.
Exactly.
Just coaxing him to saying the correct words, and then you can put them in any order you like.
Western Union, WU Tel, Teletype, ticker tape, tube moisteners, telegraph Morse code. A tube moistener.
That sounds.
This is a rabbit hole. I think I'm already in it.
I've just parked something in the chat of something which I remember seeing this ages ago. It says 2020 on the video. I'm sure I saw it earlier than this, but let's just go to the actual YouTube video.
So it's a teletype.
Yeah.
It's like a typewriter, but it pretends the computer.
Yeah. So it's outputting the Linux terminal to the telex machine, to the teletype machine from the 1930s. So it's possible. It's very possible.
Oh, that is the way. Imagine a dot matrix printer that
I don't have to imagine.
That prints the Instagram feed. So like instead of scrolling, you get it to come out of the printer. So you just have like a touchpad thing that you scroll on with your finger, and then it prints out that amount of page. And that's the way you can view social media. It might be wasteful paper-wise, but
exactly, your Instagram feed as produced for you on a thermal receipt printer. Just this constant.
That's slow media for you.
I'm looking for something, and of course I saved it, but I have to log in, and I'm not sure if my phone is set up for that. But we talked about retrofitting modern internals for like an old TV or something. And then I started looking into the online marketplace, and I found several old portable radios with small, like 4-inch CRT screens in them. Yeah, the cheapest one I found was like a £200 and upwards. So it is a bit pricey for just gutting it, but the design. But what was I gonna say? I stumbled over someone who. Yeah, I'll have to get back to you there. I can't do two things at the same time. So first of all, I'm going to Google it so I can send you a picture in the chat so the listeners obviously can't see. I can say that we'll post it in Instagram, and we have said that for the last 4 episodes as well, but that has never happened.
Oh,
If it's a
yes.
good link, it will be in the episode description.
And the fella making cosplay stuff out of garage interlocking foam. It's Bill Duran from Chinbeard.
Ah, okay.
Yep. His name just popped into my head then.
Oh yeah. Because now I got to log in, and I need to find it and see if the picture triggers what I was going to talk about. It's like when you walk into the kitchen and why was I going in here, and you have to go back into the living room and redo entry to the kitchen to see if this makes you remember what you were going to do.
I often find that if you find yourself in the kitchen and you can't remember why you're going there, going into the fridge and getting a piece of cheese normally helps.
Yeah.
And that's probably it.
Yeah.
That's true.
You still can't remember why you're there, but at least you've got some cheese now.
Exactly. And it can't go wrong with cheese. So
I mean, that is a lovely design.
It sure is. And then someone also had the old Macintosh SE30 model, and I'm like, oh man, I really and it's wait, it's back for sale. I thought it. All right, someone didn't pick it up. Nice.
It's mine now.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I should buy a car, I should buy a phone, but no, I'm getting an outdated plastic box to put some random stuff in.
I'm going to go and buy a 40-year-old computer.
Yeah. The problem with this one is it's pickup only, and of course it's 4 hours away by car, and yeah, that could have been on the moon.
No, and your car's only got 3 wheels.
Exactly.
But no, looking at the pictures, I still, for the life of me, can't remember what I was gonna talk about. But I can reassure you, it was amazing.
As always.
Oh man, you had to be there. It was amazing. Now I'm being asked if I want to. I'm assuming cookie in Stillinger means cookies. So do I want the black one or do I want the white one? I'm assuming that's probably Godta Ale. Good to go? Okay.
Yeah.
Till Parter. I'm thinking it's probably that one I want to reject. There we go. Who says languages are difficult?
I do not understand. Is he having a stroke?
No,
he's worried.
He's desperately trying to understand Norwegian.
Okay.
Same.
I mean, it's not a million miles away sometimes.
But it's far enough.
But sometimes it's like, no, I can't even begin to understand what that would be. I like that tally though.
Yeah. And it's a telly with VHF, UHF television set radio. And in Norway, they don't transmit any radio analog anymore. Not an analog TV signal either. So you have to set up your separate transmitters for both of those. But I did think about that once they turned off the FM band, And then of course it's only like 5 or 6 different radio channels I listen to. And then the cheapest DAB adapters, DAB to FM radio, is the one that you buy for 12 volts that is to be fitted to your car. So I could just make a 6-slot box with a 12-volt power supply and then just buy the cheapest DAB adapters and just set them to that DAB channel and make them relay that information to different FM bands. And of course, that would be brilliant reach just for my house. So all my old radios could work. But the problem is then you get all the ads and all the crappy radio programs. So
Yeah, you should set up your own radio instead, online.
Yeah, and I mean, I did not get this idea, or I got it from my father. He worked at a radio and television repair shop for many years, and in certain areas of the small village that I come from, they did not have reception for a television because the antenna was out of sight. So what they did they took like a 5-gallon bucket or a 10-liter bucket, and they made a relay station. And to just relay the signal, you don't need much power. So they just took the bucket and they made a relay transmitter, put it in the bucket and sealed it with the lid, and then just hoisted it strategically in a tree. And then, of course, the 20 people in that crevice in that valley, they got television because we only had 1 or 2 television channels. So you just had to fix 1 or 2 signals. And that got me thinking, though, because although they dismantled the FM band, that is owned by the government airwaves regulatory body. So making a pirate radio today, even on the FM band that nobody's using, it's illegal. And that got me thinking, though. I mean, if I set up just a random player on our YouTube and I need an FM transmitter, and it's very easy to triangulate those signals, so they will come knocking on your door anytime. But I've seen on AliExpress, relay transmitters are very cheap. So if you put it in a bucket and a small battery and a solar panel, and then a couple of hundred meters away from the house, you have the first bucket. And that relays it to another bucket. So for £100, I could probably make 10, 15 buckets, enough to carpet bomb our local community. So I could set up a radio. But if they find that, if they triangulate, they only find that one bucket, the closest one, and then they can figure out, all right, this is just a relay, so the signal is coming from somewhere else. So, but between me and the first bucket, I just need a digital signal that's encrypted and a trigger in the lid of that. So when, all right, we find this bucket and they peel the lid, and that triggers a signal that's sent back to me that just shut down my sender, because then I know the integrity of the first bucket in line has been breached. And although nobody would listen to that, and the only one having fun doing it is me, but that sounds like brilliant fun, playing cat and mouse with an outdated governmental body chasing ghosts in a forest for technology nobody uses anymore.
Just you and your totally illegal bucket cast broadcast system.
Well, that's a brilliant name, Bucket Cast. Well, that's all right. I'm writing this down.
Get your notebook, Bucket Cast.
Yeah, gold nuggets from Phil. Bucket Cast and YouTube Arc Nemesis program. We are on fire tonight. Yeah, Bucket Cast.
Bucket chain got a whole new meaning with that. Just make sure that there's not a straight line to your house, so they can just follow where the chain stops, and then yep, there he is.
Yeah, we started with this bucket, and then it's this bucket, and then it's this bucket, and they make a straight line for this yellow house on top of that hill. And then
just aim it at your neighbor instead.
And then the line went dead, but if you look through his garage door, it looks like
and there's you, just surrounded by all these ancient machines.
Yeah,
like some mad inventor. It's alive. the bucket cast distribution system works. They all told me I was bad.
Ah, we even got our episode name out of that. That's brilliant. This is, yeah.
Our work here is done.
Work here is done.
Wonderful.
Bucket cast out. I have to Google that bucket cast. It's probably taken.